Hey everybody, Dr. Islam here. Okay, we're going to go over a quick taper schedule with any of the buprenorphine products, whether it be Suboxone, Subutex, Zubsolv, Bunavail. Okay, very typically with patients, I tell patients that before we start taper schedule quickly, you want to be on any Suboxone, let's say buprenorphine products, for at least 6 months. Okay, the reason is it took you time for this addiction to happen, and we want to be steady, ready, and you want to be in a stable state and in a good position when you're ready to come off of it. I know some patients, we like to, continue on, and you guys are not ready. It might take you good more months, good couple years, whatever it may be, and I respect everybody's opinions. But if somebody's stable and ready, I will try and get you guys off of any of these medications, typically around the 6-month mark, and we're ready to start. Okay, that said, let's quickly go over this. So with any of the buprenorphine products, when we're ready to start tapering, okay, so say the 6-month mark hits, we're ready to start tapering, I typically will want to do it around 60 days. You have to give it around at least 60 days for a taper, okay? So it'll take another 2 more months, okay? And the reason is that you want to be slow and steady. So say, for example, you're on like 16 milligrams. Getting anywhere, actually, let me just start by saying, get anything above 2 milligrams will be easy to get down to 2 milligrams. It's from getting from 2 milligrams to 0. That's where it gets a little bit tough. Okay, because the buprenorphine tends to bind tightly to your receptors. Okay, so very typically, buprenorphine lasts around 7 to 10 days in your system. Okay, so I typically tell patients, if you're above 16 milligrams, and let me actually put up a little chart so you guys can kind of see something here. Okay, I typically tell you guys that when you're around the 16 milligram mark, come down about like 1 or 2 milligrams a week. Okay, so you just keep on coming down, 1 or 2 milligrams a week. Okay, some days it may be that you're around, you might need to take a little sliver or a little extra piece of Suboxone. Maybe you just break off a little piece, and this is why I really like the films when you're doing it at this point. But if you don't have the films, I'll give another solution. But you can fold it in pieces and put it in, like, make it an 8, and then take a little 8 and whatnot. But coming down to the 2 milligram mark will not be too bad. It's when we start coming underneath the 2 milligram mark that it starts getting, we have to be a little bit slower, okay? And what I tell patients very typically with the films, yes, you can fold the films into 8 pieces. If you don't have the films, we're going to actually recommend dissolving it in water, and I'm going to kind of show you the alternative with a bottle. But if you have the films, so let's quickly finish on the films, fold it in 8 squares, and then this would mean each square, if you fold it once, fold it twice, right? You get so you get 8 little quarters. Each film is going to be, each piece of the film is going to be 0.25 milligrams. Okay, so which is nice. Okay, so when we come down to the 0.25 milligrams here, we even try and get even smaller than that. Okay. Now, if you don't have films, or if you do have films, or if you have you're on the tablets or whatnot, what I typically tell patients is that what I like for patients to do is actually get one of these plastic medicine bottles. They're from Amazon. They're liquid medicine bottles, and get a syringe with. Let me see if they show it here. Get one of these easy dosing syringes, okay? And what this allows is that, say for example, you have a 2 milligram film and you put it in 10 mLs of water. Each ml, each 1 ml or 1 cc will be 0.2 milligrams. Okay, 2 divided by 10 gives you 0.2. Okay, and then say, for example, you want to even get smaller than that. You can, because the liquid will allow you. You can even mix it with 10 mLs, then put another 10 mLs, and even get a smaller dose. Then each ml, so if you decide 2 divided by 20 mLs of fluid, each 1 ml will be 0.1 milligrams. Okay, so you can get very small dosages. Remember, as I said, the buprenorphine binds tightly towards the end. So some patients, as I said, you will take a little bit of time, and you will want to be able to slowly taper down. Once you get to that comfortable point where, hey, I can start trying to skip days, that's where you know, hey, we're okay. We're going to be in the long run. We're going to be okay. And sometimes some patients, what they will do. And everyone's a little different. Some patients will come off of it completely. Other patients maybe take like 0.1 milligram or 0.2 milligrams or whatever you start feeling. One day, next day off, one day on. All right, okay. Or they might. You'll have to figure out your body and what works for you. Okay, but the goal is little less, or extend out that time frame where you need to be on the buprenorphine. Boom, done. Okay. I hope this was helpful. Any questions, please reach out to my office and I can kind of go over anything with you. If you want the tapering schedule, I will, anyone who's ready to taper, I will kind of let you guys know how you can kind of put it in. There's a nice little calculator here with to kind of, so you can kind of gauge an idea. And this might not be bad. All right. So any questions, reach out. Dr. Islam. Take care.